Book of Random Tables Masquerades will help you run a masquerade ball in D&D just in time for Halloween. Let's take a look inside the book. Here we are inside the PDF of the Book of Random Tables Masquerades. So let's take a look here at the table of contents. The books of random tables are meant to be supplemental material to help dungeon masters and game masters run their campaigns with unique twists or details that would be difficult to think of on the fly or to prep in advance. So I'm doing that groundwork for you so we can look here at some of the contents. We start out with items in certain rooms. Players always want to search rooms. Always, always, always. So these tables will give game masters an opportunity to fill those rooms with some interesting details. Next, I have food and drink. So what I did here was I took Middle Ages food, especially some from France, when they were having those big meals, over in France, all the aristocrats, and I put them together so you could roll here randomly and get meals that sound appropriate for nobility in Dungeons & Dragons. But of course, this book can be used for any tabletop role-playing game. Dungeons & Dragons Pathfinder, 13th Age, some of the new games like Tales of the Valiant, Draw Steel, and Broken Empires. So then just continuing down the table of contents, there are some animal masks, themes for the masquerade. Then there are tons of NPCs because a masquerade is all about who is there. So we have some bards, we have 600 guests that you can roll on to fill those ballrooms with cool, interesting people or some psychopaths here and there. Hosts, servants, uninvited guests. There's somebody who always crashes the party. Hidden agendas. So these are ideas to make the NPC stand out or work at cross purposes to the party. And then we have some encounters, whispers in the crowd, manor locations, and secret rooms. So let's take a look at a few of these here. Let's look at items in an orangery. So an orangery is a room that we may not have anymore today. This is where you would grow those exotic trees that come from a different climate. So here you can see it is filled with mundane items that would be needed in an orangery, just like pruning shears. But there are also other items that could possibly lead to story hooks. A frayed silk ribbon caught on a bush. What does that mean? Did somebody just run through here? A forgotten cloak. Maybe there's a note in the pocket of that cloak, and it will lead to a story hook. Spectacles with cracked lenses. What happened here? Why are these spectacles broken? Those could all lead to story hooks or provide threads for players to seize on that would open up new avenues of your campaign. Let's skip over to food and drink. Let's pick table number 2. And so you can see almond biscuits, mashed sweet potatoes, chestnut ale. Let's skip down to another one. Poached oysters, lavender mead, rose punch, meat pies, walnut rolls, just all kinds of food that you can throw into your game. Let's take a look at NPCs. We'll just go to guest number 3. And this is a style of table I started using a few years back. It'll give a name, a species, personality, and a background. So here we got Sherwood Malton, human, personality distant, background outlaw, Sherwood. Is this Robin Hood? Who knows? So we have some other ones. Tuesday Godfrey, human, personality agreeable, background courtier. Quindle Brightspark, species gnome, personality dishonest, background noble, that tracks. Beowulf Sidwell, species human, personality aggressive, background master brewer, how's that? Or Rorik Applebrook, species halfling, personality apathetic, background business magnate. The other tables follow the same style, and we'll just hop down here to bonuses, and I'll show you a couple of whispers in a crowd. So this is just a D20 table, but this is what a player character could hear as they're walking through the ballroom. You're out of time. He's got the spell book. something like that, that would just lead to an adventure hook or something that the player would want to dig into and will open up your campaign and take it in new directions, so even the dungeon master or the game master is surprised and is having fun at the table. I hope you enjoyed that look inside the Book of Random Tables Masquerades. This is not meant to hold your hand or tell you what to do. It is meant to fill in the details so you can run an interesting and unique masquerade for your D&D players that they will remember forever. Check it out on Amazon or on DriveThruRPG or at dicegeeks.com. And as always, keep gaming.